Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be working with a little bit more advanced actually additions. Alright, so we need to get started a little bit today. I want to show you this. I went ahead and chiseled up this room, made it look pretty nice. I must say, this is going to be our actually additions room, and we're going to work with a little bit of actually additions today. So this is our actually additions room. This is actually the chiseled rock, chiseled rock, but it has green slime as a texture that I mixed in with it. I think it looks kind of nice. Yeah, it ain't bad. But yeah, I went ahead and did that. I added another light up there, light up here. Have not done anything with this room yet, but that's why we're going to work with some actually additions. So we're going to get some wireless stuff going on. Maybe we can start sending some items wirelessly. And I also needed to, let's see. I got this guy back working again. It was not doing what I wanted it to do before. It wasn't refueling my jetpack when I used it. Now it is. So we're good there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started with some actually additions. So with the actually additions, we're probably going to need another point. I'm pretty sure we're going to need a point. That's going to help us get power to some of these things. I want to make an empowerer this episode. So we're going to need what it looks like, a double battery, some redstonia crystals, display stand. This requires all this stuff. I think I have a bit of this stuff already. I think I have these guys. Yes, I do. Let's see. Let's see if we have everything we need. We don't have the aesthetic green. Like, we need chiseled quartz for that. So what I'm going to do, I have not done this yet. I'm going to have to go back and grab my my laser, which is over here. Right here. Let's go ahead and take this guy. And I can take this guy too, because we're not like in dire need of any of this stuff over here. I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff started. Now I do want this in this room, but I do need to run some power into here. That's what we're going to need the point for. So I want to go ahead and get the point in here. And we should be able to craft 1 point. And that actually doesn't take very long at all to do that. Alright, so we have the point. We can go ahead and run the enhanced energy conduit in here as well. So there's going to be a stand in here. It's going to kind of fill this room a little bit. And I do want this laser to not be in the way. So a good place for it is probably in this corner. And what I want is power. So if I go ahead and break this, I should be able to set this point up just like that, and then set this guy, which hopefully he remembered our settings. Set this to big reactor. Is it gonna fire? Actually, want him placed the other way. I want him placed this way. There we go. And that way I can put a block in front of him. So yeah, this is gonna work. And then I'll place this right here in front of it. So I can throw my items down here and it should work. We also need to place our button on it. Just like that. Now it should work. Perfect. It's full of power, ready to go. Alright, so we're going to need a few things to get the stand set up. We're going to need another point, of course. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of those. So I know we're gonna need them later on, and we're also gonna need, let's see, we're gonna take a look at actual additions and get the empowerer set up. Now we're gonna need the advanced coils, and let's see, what else do we need? We have everything but the aesthetic green blocks and the aesthetic quartz. So aesthetic quartz is a regular block of quartz, and the aesthetic green is chiseled. So let's take a look at quartz. have tons of quartz. So that's 3. We're gonna need 6 just for this one itself. And we'll have to chisel some of it. Go back to the Empower, and we're gonna need that. Now the stands that we're gonna need 4 of them. Okay, so the stands also require it. So in a total, 6, 12, 24. Right, so we're gonna need, this is 6, then 12, then 24. That'll be all, we'll need 24 for this. So all in all, we're gonna need 30 quartz blocks to make this thing. I should have enough quartz. Okay, now half of it needs to be the vanilla. We need regular vanilla blocks of quartz, but half of it needs to be chiseled quartz blocks. Alright, so we should be able to throw all of these down and press the button, and they should change it. I think. Let's make a double check real quick at the stand. We're going to need 5 display stands in total. Yeah, and that's okay. Yeah, so we're going to be able to throw all of this down. There we go. Now we got the stuff we needed. And let's go back up in here and make this thing. We're going to make 5 display stands. Just like that. 5 of those. And then we're going to need to make the actual Empower itself, which requires a single battery, which we can get, and then from the single battery we need to get a double battery, and then from there we just need some iron casing, and we should have everything. Just take the double battery. I think you have to manually put it in yourself. Alright, and we have all of that set up. Awesome. So now, let's get some conduit. And I think the enhanced will be fine. That's what we have the most of anyways. We only need to power the display stands, I do believe. The Empower itself does not get powered. So, I want this to be in the center of the room. Right here. 2 blocks away. Put our stands. Just like that. I actually might want to move this back 1. Yeah, I'm going to move these back just so I can get into the room a little bit easier. So place that one here. Make sure it's 2 blocks away. Place that. As you can see, when you look at this block, there's no power. When you look at these, it is requiring power. So we're going to have to go underneath and set up power. Probably the easiest way to do that is going to be setting a point down here, underground, and basically running the wire under here. Just like that. And we already have it set up for this side. And then down here we will put our point. Select our network. And then run a conduit up there. And then this should go out. Let me actually break this conduit temporarily. There we go. And we need to make sure it goes up. This one's gonna have to break, otherwise it can't get out. Alright, now we can place a one down here. There we go. And just connect those, and then we'll have power running through here. Did I actually, these should have, yeah, they have power. Okay, so this guy just needs to go back one more. And just like that. There we go. Now we can close this back in. I guess it picked up how we had it in our inventory. There we go. And these guys, yeah, I can just throw them away. Don't need them anymore. Awesome. So now we have the Empower set up, so we are good to craft. The thing I want to make today is a phantom face. Let's see. Let's get back into actual editions. There's a few things I want to get. There is the, let's see, phantom face. There's a phantom energy face, a phantom liquid face, and a phantom redstone face. And then you have your placers and your breakers and stuff like that. The player interface is something that's kind of weird for me. Pulls items in and out, puts items in, or pulls items out of your inventory and stuff like that. It messes with your actual inventory when you're around it, which is a little weird. But I want this phantom face, and it does require a block of ender pearl. It requires this right here, empowered dynamite or diamite crystals. If we look at how to make it, we're gonna need clay, blue dye, and a block of clay with the standard crystal. To get the crystal, you need diamond, and we're gonna have to empower that to get the phantom face. So this is why we need actually additions. So, or why we need the empower. So if we get some diamond, let's see. Let's look at how much we're gonna actually need. We're gonna need a few of these phantom boosters as well, which also require just the crystals themselves that aren't charged up. So we're gonna need that, and we're gonna need the casing, which does require empowered ones. So this is gonna require a lot of diamonds. So I may just limit it to, I think it is 16 blocks. And I don't know how many blocks this is to get into this room. But yeah, it's gonna cost us a bit to do this. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this done. I'm gonna go ahead and get all the materials we need, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I think I have everything we need. We have the clay, and we have the light blue dye. We have the actual clay blocks themselves. Everything is set up. Let's go ahead and sort this. We need 18 diamonds for what I think I'm gonna need 2 of the range things. Let me get the right name for you guys. They are called phantom boosters. We're gonna need a bit of that, a bit of stuff for that. The actual amount that we're gonna need to actually charge up is going to be 8 here and 9, 10. So we're gonna need a total of 10 that are going to actually be charged up, and using the clay and all that good stuff right here. Alright, so now let's go ahead and actually need another chest, and I want to try and get this thing set up to automate, so I can use chests. I want to use a chest at the moment. Eventually I'll set this up to where it'll be like a single chest setup, so that only certain items can go in, but at the moment I just need to set up a chest next to each of these, like that, and basically take the item conduits and I guess hook up next to it. Let me actually, it'd probably been better if they were separated a little bit, but this will be fine. I think I'm gonna have to make some more item conduits, but for now this will work. Yeah, I need like one more item conduit. I don't think I have enough to actually make the item conduits, to be honest. So yeah, we may just manually do the middle one. That's what I was thinking about doing anyways, for now. Eventually this will be fully automated, so it won't be too hard to get any of the actually addition stuff. But yeah, these will all be set to extract always active. Set that to extract always active, and same with all these. And then these need to be set to insert, because the items will be disappearing off of these pedestals. There we go. And that should be it. Now the only thing I should be doing is dividing the clay up. So I'll set clay in here. I will set that in here, the blight dye. I will set one part of clay in over here and another one over here. Alright, now everything is ready to go. All I need to do is place one of the diamonds on here. I think. Oh wait, no, I have to change all these diamonds. Now that I think about it. Yeah, the diamonds have to be changed. So yeah, let's throw those in there. Bam, now we have the diamite crystals. Alright, and we need to divide that up, make that 10. Now we can get this thing charged up, and bam, we already have one. Okay, so I think, yeah, we can do that. What I would like to do is, with this one I guess I have, I can set this to extract, automatically extract. I'll just set that chest here. Let's go ahead and block this guy off. And then put this to insert. And this to extract, always active. And hopefully it won't pull out this before it's actually done. We're about to find out. Okay, it doesn't. There it goes. Alright, so we have that in there. And that's going to make things a lot easier. So I'm just going to keep placing these over and over again until it's done. I thought it made noise, but it doesn't sound like it's making any noise. I have noticed there's a bit of sound problems with some of these mods where it will eventually stop working. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Look at that. And we're gonna keep making these. There's 9. I think that was 10. That was 10. Awesome. So we have everything we need to make these guys, I do believe. There is one thing that I have not talked about, and that is how to link what I'm about to do. Let's do... Alright, so we can go ahead and make a phantom face. If we get ender pearls, which I do have a bunch of ender pearls, they are just over here with our mob grinder. Turn that off. I have 192. Well, that should be fine. We're going to need ender pearls for a couple things. Alright, so let's get the ender pearls back in here. We'll get the block of ender pearl. We just need a regular chest, an advanced coil. Just like that, and we should get a phantom face. There we go, now we have a phantom face. Now I want 2 phantom boosters. So this is where it's expensive. I need 2 of these. Where'd it go? There we are. We're gonna need 2 of these guys. Just like that. And then for the phantom booster, we should have everything. Except for some redstone. So let's get some redstone. We'll just convert all this. We have a lot of redstone. So much. I'm not kidding. There we go. So that's good. We're good everywhere else. Alright, and now we have 2 phantom boosters. Now we're going to need, from Actually Additions, we are going to need another tool. If I can find it. I think it's like a phantom. Maybe we could search phantom. Yes, right here. It's called a phantom connector. It requires eyes of ender. 2 of those. And it looks like I'm out of blaze, but I have blaze rods. And we do have sag mill, so you can throw these blaze rods in a sag mill. and you'll get blaze powder out of them. Quite a bit, actually. And sulfur. This will all be automated. Blaze powder, blaze, all that stuff will be automated soon with the phantom face we're about to get. Alright. There we go. Phantom connector. One more Eye of Ender. And a stick. And we have a phantom connector. Awesome. Now we're going to need a chest. Now the reason I'm using a vanilla chest is because it doesn't need to be very big. This does not need to be very big, but I could change it later. But at the moment, I don't want this thing to be very large. Alright, I might want to... I want this above my light, I guess. That'll be fine. I don't know if it matters if it's covering the light. Let's check. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I actually kind of like it there. I want it there. Alright, so this is going to connect here, and I'm going to use this to put items in here, and go into here, and then it's going to pump items back into the chest, and then it's going to be connected to the phantom face. Alright, so the phantom face. Where am I going to put you? I'm going to need it hooked to a crafter, probably a couple crafters. So, a good place might be this corner over here. So it says right now it's at range of 16. When we put this on top, now it has a range of 32. Put that on top, a range of 64. So we should be able to connect to a chest over here. Let's say this chest. You hold shift and click and it says block stored to this connector. And then when I click over here, it'll say that this block is 24 blocks away. So actually I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to save him, because we can use that for something else later. Because all we need is 32, because it's only 24 blocks away. Still, we needed a phantom booster. Alright, so we can actually take one of these crafters that I had made, place this guy, change his direction, facing into that, and now we can say, let's just use this for an example. Say I want this to go into a machine. Let's start with some Ender IO conduits. Or some Ender IO metals or alloys. Let's take a look at pulsating iron for an example. I want this to be a recipe. So what I can do is put that inside here, inside the phantom face, and since I do want that right now, but we don't have any way of getting those items, where's it at? Right here. I'm going to go ahead and do 5 for now. It is going to send those items into the phantom face, and since the phantom face is there, it acts as this chest. So it is basically saying, hey, I'm this chest, and so it's connected to here. Now you see it's nice and glowy like that. That's pretty cool. See, normally it would actually connect right into what I have this set up to. So I'll have filters in these guys, filtering certain items. But right now I have this set to alloy mode, so it would have went into here. But since I don't have any item conduits yet, that's why I'm making this stuff. Let's go ahead and take that out and place it in here. Make that a little bit faster. Once we get this stuff set up, things will be a lot better, I promise. I kind of want 2 of these, I think. Yeah. Alright, we're going to get a bit more stuff. Let's go ahead and make some item conduits. There we go. Pulsating iron. And we need more conduit binder. I don't know if I have any conduit binder, but we're going to get some. Since I have my smeltery over here, I can go ahead and do that. And get that cooking up. And since this is done, I'll just swap this over. I'm ready to get the octadic capacitors in here. That's going to make life a lot easier. So good thing it makes it like 8 or 6 at a time. There we go. It'll give us 16. And we're going to need some item filters. I'm going to use the basic for right now, but these will need to be upgraded ASAP to the advanced whenever I do get the advanced up and running. That is for sure. Alright, for now I'm going to just have one, I think. And I do believe the filter can go to the input. So it's going to hook up just like this. And right here, you can put a filter in. Or actually under insert, let's take that out. It needs to be under insert. And I can also change all the channels and stuff too if I wanted to. But right now, I can set it to only accept ender pearls and iron on this side, or stuff like that. I think this might work. Or I may have multiple phantom faces. That might also work, but I'm trying to limit how much space is actually over here. So what I might do, let's see, with the, because I also want, ender pearls will not be cooking in the smeltery. Iron will not be cooking in the smeltery. So with that filter, let's go ahead and get ender pearls. So ender pearls and iron for one thing. And then we're gonna need redstone, gold, and glowstone as well. Let's set this to I guess I can go ahead and pull it from here. That pattern can go in here. It'll give us an electrum. And over on this side, we can set this. That's why we're going to need an advanced item filter, because this is just not enough space to hold everything that we're going to need to basically tell this to store. But for right now, it will make these two items, which is enough for now. And it should pull out of here, and it won't go into, shouldn't go into any of these yet because I don't have them set to insert. But this will need to be set to priority, let's see, priority 1 at the moment, because it's higher than all the other priorities. So we can set these all to insert, even though they need to be set to, actually they need to be set to, let's see, in and out, and extract, always active. Set this guy to push and pull. Just like that. Now it'll put it back in this chest. And then over here, let's get a, what is it called? There we go. We need to get an importer. And the importer should have a filter on it. Along with some cable, because we're going to have to hook this to it. But the importer does have a setting here for only pulling out certain items. So this will only pull out pulsating iron, and I also want it to set to only pull out enriched or enhanced. Let's see what it's called. There we go. Now it's cooking up nice and slow. There we go. We can throw this back in there and make it a little faster. I only want this right here to be pulled out. So we just automated two things that are not that fun to make on their own. Right here. So we can click on that, and now it will only pull that out. So if we throw this stuff all away, all back in our inventory here, Let's see. Let's kind of sort some of this stuff out. There we go. Alright, now if we go to craftables, only craftables, and then say we get rid of these two, and I say I want to craft some of this, start. Let's hope that it works. It should work. Once it actually crafts, it should pull this right into here. If everything went right. So that's me automating that with a phantom face. I just want to make sure everything is working. Is it? It's in here, but it didn't extract. Oh, we need to set this to always active. Now it's working. Okay. There's always something that happens, but yeah, that definitely should work. We should see one popping in here any moment now. Yep. Just a waiting game. Now I don't know any other way to make this faster because it's using the alloy smeltery, other than it possibly. I mean, I just don't see how to make it faster. Maybe it should be done by now. So something's not working. This needs to be set to in and out. Always active on the extract. This needs to be set. Okay, so this needs to be set to in and out as well. That's the only reason it didn't work. Now it should have, yeah, it should have pulled it out. There we go. Okay, now it's working to its fullest. We are starving. Okay, let me just get over here. Okay, there we go. Awesome, now it did work. Let's craft this one just to make sure. This should craft really fast. Should have already sent it. Should be cooking it by now. And now we have one. So yes, it does work. So this does work. Awesome. So we got wireless automation done. I guess you can say wireless because it's not. I don't have to hook up item conduits all the way over there. I did want to make something else today because people were saying in the comments, hey, you need to make a mana tablet. And with Botania, the Sojourner's Sash should be working, but it does require the mana tablet because it uses a little bit of mana. I didn't know that. Because in previous versions, I'm pretty sure that wasn't required. Even in Sky Factory, didn't have to have that. So that must be something new that they added. But we're going to need a Ender Pearl. And set this to normal mode. If you have a problem with that, it's because it's set to do something different. Now, Ender Pearls are a better resource to use than diamonds. Before it was the other way around. But now we should be able to craft a mana tablet. Just like so. Now this holds a lot of mana. I actually need to get my wand since we're working with Botania. Set this to export to items, and you drop that in there. It is going to suck a lot of mana out. If we hold shift, prevent us from picking it up. And you can watch just the mana pools just draining away. And I think that's probably good enough. Yeah, that's a half full. And it used quite a bit of our mana. And I'm just going to throw this stuff away and just keep this mana tablet on me. And my Sojourner's Sash should now be working. Yeah, I'm already walking a lot faster. If I take my Sojourner's Sash off, slow walking, fast walking. Okay, perfect. And then running's probably even faster. Yes, it is. Awesome. So now I got my Sojourner's Sash working. Also, you may notice that down here, I don't know if you can see it, there's also a little mana bar that shows how much mana you currently have in your tablet, so you can keep an eye on it. But yeah, we did quite a lot in this episode. I have to say, we did a lot, and yeah, that's awesome. Got a lot done. Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to click that subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and as always, thanks for watching.